Chapter 91. Have you forgotten something? An Audi A8 was parked quietly in the parking lot in Beijing. An assistant stood outside the car, patiently waiting for the person in the car to say goodbye. It had only been a week, but the two of them had actually appreciated each other all the way to the airport. Assistant Sun told himself that he had to understand the stickiness of a man and woman in love. Thinking back to the days before Jie Yishan appeared, Su Jingting flew around for the company and his career. Even Father Su and Mother Su did not know where he was that day. President Su didn't know his own schedule either. He was the one who took care of it. He left whenever he wanted. When had he ever been delayed? Unlike now, President Su maintained a smile along the way, but there was a hint of unhappiness in his eyes. In the end, he just didn't want Jie Yishan to leave. He finally understood that Su Jingting's behavior was called coquettish. He thought about it in his heart, but he didn't say it out loud. He even helped her pack her luggage and send it to the airport. After all, he was the one who flew around. Yesterday, Su Jingting had personally asked him how to tidy up his luggage when he went out. He had even given him a fright and thought that he was going to fire him. Assistant Sun looked at the blowy figure in the car and stood guard obediently. He had to make sure that Jie Yishan, who was in the car, did not miss a flight. In the spacious back seat of the car, Su Jingting held the luggage list in his hand, as if he was studying a multi-billion-dollar contract. Cell phone, charger, tissue, clothes, skincare products, cosmetics, sanitary pads. Think about it. What else have you forgotten? Jie Yishan shook her head. No, really, if you lack anything, you can buy it there. Su Jingting patted Jie Yishan's head. Let me know if you need anything. I'll get someone to send it over. Jie Yishan nodded. She wondered if Assistant Sun would cry if he sent her over. They're all waiting for me. One have to go. I'll be back in a week. Yes. Goodbye. Take care. No matter how many jobs you have, remember to eat and sleep. Don't be too busy. Jie Yishan also reminded Su Jingting. Okay. Su Jingting looked straight at Jie Yishan, as if reminding her that she had forgotten something. Jie Yishan's hand that was about to open the car door was grabbed by Su Jingting. He held her hand and said awkwardly, "Did you forget something?" Jie Yishan slapped her forehead and understood what he was feeling awkward about. She laughed in her heart and then kissed him on the cheek. All right. Don't worry. Su Jingting was not satisfied. He pulled her into a French kiss and a hug that lasted for who knew how many minutes. Assistant Sun knocked on the car window. Jie Yishan quickly pushed Su Jingting away. His subordinate was still outside. She felt embarrassed and her face was already red. The temperature in the car was getting higher and higher, and the atmosphere became ambiguous. The car window rolled down a crack, and Assistant Sun had to remind him, "President Su, it's almost time for Miss Jie to board the plane. If you don't leave now, you might miss the flight." The car window rolled up mercilessly. Jie Yishan rubbed Su Jingting's face. "Be good and wait for me to come back." While go on to Tethan, Su Jingting's expression improved a lot. He nodded and kissed her cheek. Due to Su Jingting's status as the best actor, Jie Yishan had to persuade him to stay in the car and not send him off. Jie Yishan pushed the suitcase that Su Jingting had prepared, waved at Su Jingting, and turned around to enter the boarding gate.